telling you just where your money is. And the reason why is I stood up when the markets are doing their gymnastics. Interest rates goodies. If I am holding a company share which is already undervalued, the value of that company is not going anywhere. If I'm holding this hotel, even if there is a recession, the much it can do is to affect my monthly income I was getting in this hotel. But the value of that hotel, ile mawe imejeka hii hoteli, hakuna hata moja itaondolewa juu kuna recession. Hoteli itakaa vile vile. That is why when there is a disturbance in the market, people now go to the stability options, which are real things. Guys, thank you very much. May God bless you.
And to give him a better clap. Wale ambao wameketi chini. Okay, thank you very much. You can now be seated. We will only invite 3 questions from here, here, and that extreme end. So we have one here. I've seen one hand here, and the last one on this other side. Yes, please. Let's get closer. There is one. There is a lady somewhere here. No. There was a lady there who lifted her hand first. Let's give her a chance. Please. You lifted your hand and you're ignoring the microphone. You. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a gentleman. I'm sorry. Forgive me. There is a gentleman there. Kindly forgive me for that. I saw your hair and I thought it's somebody else. Forgive me.
I think because of that, I'll ask 2 questions.
No. You will ask one. Please ask one question. The time is off.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
So my question is that historically, you find that risk assets, when they are up...
Please come to the front. Come to this side. You start with your name.
Yeah.
Yes. And let us know whether you are a Rotaractor or a Rotarian or a guest.
My name is Ran Silu from the great club of the University of Nairobi. So my question...
Are you a Rotaractor?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Rotaractor.
Yeah.
So historically, you find that risk assets go up and the stable assets, for example, gold and silver, go down. But at the moment, when you look at all the markets, the risk assets, for example, the stocks, the Nasdaq, Dow Jones, as you had said, are at the highest peaks that they've ever been. And when you check gold, even though there's been a small slump, you find that it's still at its highest peak ever historically. So my question is, why is that happening right now? And is it something that is quite fishy? Because it has never ever happened in the history of finance before. So that's my question.
Thank you very much. We'll pick that question. Here.
Good evening. I'm Rotarian Liz Jenga from the Rotary Club of Lavington Journey. My question is very boring because economics, yote, half of it has gone off half of my year. Mine was going back to your research on primary production and what kind of the outputs that came from it. Most of the companies you've said that are listed are agricultural, like Inakakuzi, Limuru Tea, and all those guys are guys who are exporters, right? When will we ever get to a point as a continent where we have primary production of our own food, because we don't have enough food as a continent? So like, again, you're a policy maker, so how are we heading? Why do you
be answered? And Mheshimiwa, please, because of time, as you finalize the answers, provide an email address or a contact information that the rest of the questions can be sent, and kindly answer them. Don't be like KPC. Answer like KPLC, tafadhali. Go ahead.
Thank you for the invigorating talk. My name is Jane Katuga, Rotarian Jane Katuga, RC Karengata. Actually, for me, I just need a clarification. I got lost on buying shares and buying the company. I lost some information there and I just needed that clarification. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Chairman, I know, sorry, our area we deal with chairman. Mr. President, I request you, my 2 minutes of responding, my career cannot drive without him because he had his hand up. I share with him, have a second, because he supports our career.
Okay. Again, my name is Mashere Gaito, Rotary Club of Ngong Hills. Thanks for that illuminating talk. I want to go off on a tangent. I shared the invite for this gathering with some other groupings. And the first response I got was, Mheshimiwa is launching his presidential campaign. Are you?
Let me put it this way. The questions to be answered today are the ones the permission came from the president. Any other question after that is to be emailed to the person who asked. Anyway, we'll talk off the cuff. Brian, young man, very, very, very solid question. I know that Kenya is moving in the right direction with that kind of questions. Risk assets versus stable. Then why is gold going up and the Dow Jones is going up? Because even if gold has had a slump for the last 2 days, including silver, I saw yesterday it rebound. So why? I think today, actually not yesterday. Why? Risk. Let's talk about stock market. Is it? Stock market goes against, most of the time, interest rate. Stability is associated with things that are assured. But also stability can come in terms of commodities, the tangibles. So in terms of the tangibles, which are commodities, just to answer the gold one now, the gold was going up because dollar was going down. Brian, because as a, this, I'm not talking about the money here that we have. I'm talking about the global capital market has trillions of money. So this money are looking for safe havens. One of the safe haven is the dollar. If the dollar is not stable, the second next is usually gold. Because even previously, before President Nixon, all greenbacks, all notes of dollar were backed by a gold reserve somewhere. You could go give in a dollar, you get out gold. But nowadays we hold fiat. Fiat means we have more money in circulation than it is backed by the gold. So people now bypass the dollar and they go to the gold. The demand for the gold goes up, the price goes up. That is the reason. The very last one about oil. Oil is not going up because actually of a supply of Russia or anything. Oil was going up last week because of Iran. The imminent attack of Iran by the US was sending to the market signals of undersupply. So when it was seen like there is a semblance of people talking in a gentle manner, the market realized there could not be the disruption of supply. So it retreated, the oil retreated, including today. Oil prices were going down. The second one, lease, primary production. I found some very unexpected findings in my master's in the University of Nairobi, because I was doing primary production, manufacturing, and how they affect the Kenyan economy. I found that for the last 40 years, increment in manufacturing has been leading to a low economic growth. It is some, and I shared with my supervisors, I said, data, you have to obey data. This is the reason. In banal terms, has the GDP of Kenya been going up? For the last 40 years, it has gone up almost every year. GDP of Kenya, has it been going up in wholesome? Now, has the composition of manufacturing in GDP been going up or down? Just reflecting in that answer, the answer is there. Look at this. Has the GDP of Kenya been going up for the last 40 years? Has the proportion of manufacturing as a component of GDP in percentage terms been going up or down? Down. To the current level, which is single digit. So manufacturing as a composition of GDP is going up, going down. But our GDP has been going up. So if you compute those figures, how can they give you a different result? But this is the real reasons. What we call manufacturing in Kenya is not manufacturing. The biggest manufacturer in Kenya, in KAM, Kenya Association of Manufacturers, tuseme hapa ilikuwa meeting round table. They are the ones who would be in this table. Which ones? Edible oils. Edible oils would be seated where the president is seated. Are you getting? But this is a commodity which is the second highest import in Kenya from oil. Now, if you compute that alone in terms of GDP, it is more of an import than a manufacturer. But then when it goes to the books record it as manufacturing. Is that manufacturing or branding and plating? There is a ticket of over 120 billion import of edible oil. But the guys are seated here as manufacturers. Is it? But they bring whatever they use, the real component is a 120 billion ticket of import. And they don't manufacture to sell outside. So that is the reason. The second thing we call manufacturing is vehicles. Just tell me. So Isuzu in Kenya, they manufacture vehicles. What do they do? Whatever they assemble is a what? It is an import. So when you're doing a regression analysis and you want to regress, does an import has make the economy rise or go down? An import? The answer lies there. Jane talked about clarification, buying shares versus buying companies. When you get time, read about Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett. He's one of my guys. Those who are this. Warren Buffett and his company called Berkshire Hathaway. You can actually Google. Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett is the man who founded it, with another one called Charlie Munger. But the company, the guy is now 97. He retired as a CEO this December when he was 96. As a CEO of over $1 trillion company. $1 trillion company. So he says this, and I have taken it up also myself. When you're buying the shares of Kenya Power, of Kenya Pipeline, you must do the analysis like you're buying the entire company.